Warning: this show features artificial intelligence depicting real celebrities and fighters. Contrary to what you may think, I am not cool enough to have any relationship with the individuals featured in the show. Any content portrayed in the show should be taken as satire and parody. If at any time you are offended, disgusted, or outright upset at my content, tough shit. My mom hates it too. Per the President's executive order, you are required to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Failure in doing so will lead to legal action from the same lawyers that got O.J. Simpson off. Please enjoy. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Juan More Round episode 7. On today's show, we open things up with an interview from one Mr. Dana White. We catch up on all things MMA and preview this weekend's UFC 312's main card. Lastly, I will take a look at all the UFC champions and give my predictions on which ones will remain champions by the end of 2025. Now let's get into it. Well, we got some breaking news here. United States President Donald J. Trump has just signed an executive order. Let's take a listen.
Sir, we have an executive order.
Ordering the requirement for listeners to like, subscribe, and forward to a friend. Failure to do so will lead to imprisonment, deportation, or have you spend a night at Diddy's house.
That's a big one, huh? A lot of people are waiting for this for years, for decades.
Mr. Dana freaking White, how the hell are you doing today?
Did you know that John Jones is the pound-for-pound #1 fighter?
You know, I don't disagree with you, but I'm not sure what that has to do with how you're doing today.
Did you know that Power Slap is bigger than the NFL, NBA, and even TikTok?
You know, I don't really believe that to be factually true. Anyways, last week, Bryce Mitchell made some questionable statements regarding the Holocaust. What are your thoughts on that?
That redneck hillbilly from Nebraska or Idaho or wherever the hell he is from has got to be the dumbest human being I know. And I know some dumb human beings. Tito, I'm looking at you. I'm actually in the middle of working something out for Bryce. For one night only, we will be doing away with weight classes. I'm bringing back Francis and throwing him in there with Bryce.
Interesting. What are some UFC fighters that the fans should be looking out for?
The fighting nerds are a bunch of badass guys. Sure, they wear dumb, goofy glasses like yours. But they come to fight, man. We got some big plans for them this year.
And let me ask you, you think Conor ever comes back to the UFC octagon?
Conor is going to do whatever Conor does. Every week, he hops on X, calls out the entire roster, and the next day he's partying and doing blow off anything that moves. With that being said, Conor, please come home. Daddy Dana misses you, sweetie.
All right, and before I let you go, a lot of people have been critical about your relationship with President Trump. You've built a successful company and made billions. Any chance you run for office someday?
Why would I run for office when I already have enough people yelling at me about fighter pay? Imagine the entire country yelling at me too. No thanks.
All right, I appreciate you stopping by, Dana. Take care. All right, UFC 312 is this weekend in Sydney, Australia. In the main event here, we have the White Panther Driscus Duplessis taking on Trevor from GTA, Sean Strickland. This is a rematch where DDP won the first one by split decision. I think he clearly won it. In the rematch, I'm going to say DDP by decision. Maybe a KO stoppage, but I'm going to go with unanimous decision. In the co-main event here, we got Zhang Weili taking on Tatiana Suarez. Tatiana's the favorite, which is a little surprising here because she's always hurt. I mean, granted, she's battled through some cancer, some neck injuries and whatnot. But to finally see her get her crack at the title while being undefeated is pretty cool. I'm also going to go with Tatiana by 5-round decision. Maybe a submission, but I'm going to go with decision here. All right, the big boys here. Justin Tafa taking on UFC newcomer Taliesin Teixeira. So Justin Tafa here is coming off a decision loss to Mr. Williams. Might be Chaos Williams. I don't really know. Probably not Chaos Williams, but we're going to go with that. And for this fella, Taliesin Teixeira. Apparently, I don't know much about him, but apparently this dude's a striker from my brief research that I've done on him. So I'm going to go with KO win, Taliesin Teixeira. All right, light heavyweights. We got Jimmy Crute taking on Rodolfo Bellato. Again, don't really know much about this Rodolfo guy, but apparently he won against some guy named Potera by KO. So I'm going to go with him by KO too, because you know what? Fuck it. All right, lastly, we got Jake Matthews taking on Francisco Prado. Jake Matthews, UFC vet. Let's see, we got him coming off a decision win against Phil Rowe. Francisco Prado lost to Zellhuber, which Zellhuber's a dog, so don't even blame him on that one. But I'm going to go with Jake Matthews, decision win. So there you have it. Those are my picks for this UFC. All right, my parlay picks for UFC 312 is as follows. I'm going to go with Jake Matthews by points or Francisco Prado by KO TKO for minus 185. Jimmy Crute versus Rodolfo Bellato to end in KO, TKO, or DQ. Taliesin Teixeira to win at minus 138. Zhang Weili versus Tatiana Suarez for over 2.5 rounds for minus 210. And DDP by TKO, KO, DQ, or decision. So a $5 bet gets you $57.85. Not a lot of money to be made in this one. There's too much unpredictability on this, so that's my picks. Before you go betting your brand money on a fighter because they have a cool nickname or because of the color of their skin, let me make something crystal clear. Juan More Round is not responsible for your losses. Did you throw your entire bankroll on heavyweight with zero cardio because I said he had a puncher's chance? That's on you, pal. Did you parlay 7 underdogs and think, yep, this is the one, not my fault? Did you bet on a fighter who took the fight on 12 hours notice and weighed in eating a cheeseburger? Sounds like a you problem. If gambling is getting out of control and you're trying to chase losses like a BS chasing a bonus, call the professionals at 1-800-GAMBLER. They actually know what they're doing. Remember, bet responsibly, or at least don't blame me when your bankroll disappears faster than John Jones when USADA agent arrives. All right, for the last segment here, we're going to take a look at all the current UFC champions and kind of predict on if they'll still be champion at the end of the year. Let's see. We'll start off with the flyweight division. Alexandre Pantoja. Let's see. We're already in February. I foresee the dude maybe fighting twice this year. It was probably going to be, I think Kai Kara France is going to fight him. And probably, maybe Brandon Royval again, but I kind of just, he's probably, if Kai doesn't beat him, I'm going to say he's going to be champion till the end of the year. Merab Dvalishvili, just this dude's a cardio machine. I don't see him losing anytime soon. I'm going to say he's still champion at the end of the year. Ilia Topuria. Damn it. That dude's probably going to still be champion too. Even if he goes, especially if he goes up to lightweight. I don't foresee him ever coming back down to featherweight, but I don't think he's going to lose the featherweight title to anybody. It'll probably just be vacated. Islam Makhachev. This dude's pretty good. I'm gonna say yes. Fuck it. Islam Makhachev still gonna be champion. I think Arman Sarukian's gonna be the only one that gives him a hard time. Bilal Muhammad, absolutely not. I still don't know what it is about Bilal, but I hate him, so no. He will not be champion. Driscus. I'm going to say no. Fuck it. I thought he was, but I'm going to say he wins this weekend, but he's going to lose. I think he fights 2 more times this year, and he's going to lose at least one of them. Probably to Hamzat. Poatan, I think he's going to lose too. I think he's finally going to lose his magic. Even if he beats Ankalaev, I think he's probably just got too many miles on him, so I'm going to say he loses it too. Johnny Bones Jones. He's definitely not going to be champion by the end of the year. Either retiring or losing to Tom Aspinall. Valentina Shevchenko. Where is she? Oh, sorry. Never mind. Zhang Weili. No, she's definitely losing this weekend. I'm going to say Tatiana's going to take it. Shevchenko. I'm going to say no. She's going to lose it too. Probably to Manon Fiorot. So I say no. And Juliana Pena, absolutely not. Kayla Harrison's going to run right through her if and when they make that. Well, that's it for today, folks. Thanks for watching another episode. If anybody wants to hop on the show and talk some MMA fights, shoot me a DM on Instagram. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.